Man, remember when I used to do these? I don't! From Devi, do you prefer a happy ending, a sad ending, or bittersweet ending? You've asked way back in April. I mean, it depends what I'm going for. Like, speaking honestly here, happy ending always feels great. I feel like a bittersweet is the kind of ending that sticks with you the longest. And sad ending might make you think more, I feel like. While a happy ending is the most satisfying, but ironically enough, I think it would like, give me a moment here. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Hopefully that looks alright in the video. But I feel like a happy ending. Like, it's happy, it's cool, it's great. I feel like they don't stick as much, which is kind of tragic when you really think about it. Isn't that like, oh, wait, is that not how you erase? There you go. Yeah, there you go. I remember how Discord works. I do not remember how Discord works. There, should a higher being decide it's time for this world to end, but must do so through an individual living in it, will you be willing to destroy the world and everything inside? I see, like, it's fun to joke about. I don't know if I'd be able to handle it in IRL, to be perfectly honest. It would be very sad, like a lot of people you would see in their final moment. I don't know if I'm able to sustain that responsibility, to be perfectly honest. Maybe that's weak of me, but here we are. Duker, how does it feel to have completely massacred a pinned messages list? Hey, you know what? It felt awesome-tastic. And I'm looking to at least, forward at least a partial wreckage right now. Tatari, how are you enjoying all the... Wow. You knew it. This was asked way back in April. Look, see, look. You can see my arrow. Look. All the Sonic has been really interesting. There's a lot more like weird side games, just kind of cluttering it up, right? But like that's a bad word to use, but you get what I'm putting down. It's really weird. Like there's just lots of really weird stuff, but it's fun stuff. It's kind of fun. It's all right fun. K Brad's like hello, and I'm like hey, how's it going, K Brad of the past? I hope K Brad of the future does okay. By the way, like, sorry if I'm using your current name. Maybe it's not a name you were using at the time. Time travel is strange that way. Zinfandel ZT is all. Do you have a favorite palindrome? A word or phrase where the letters are in the same order, whether you read it towards back, forward, front, brand. My favorite has always been, rats are on evil star? Something like that. I forget exactly how it goes. It's my favorite because like it tells a story, except of course I'm mangling it and I forget the exact formulation and I'm sad now. Um, sure, fart, stealer of cats all. Do geese see God? Well, oh, see, there's a palindrome right there. That one's really good. I don't think I knew that one. That's pretty good. And I like it because, again, it tells a story. Subtle, but it's there. K-Braids, all I think one's been asked, what is your favorite Pokemon? I don't remember, so instead I asked, what's your favorite Digimon? Oh man, I don't think I have a favorite Digimon that spring to mind. Like, I feel like the easy answer is to say Gatomon, because she's a cute cat with a ring on her tail. And she's a villain for a part of the series, right? Something like that. Hey, so a villain, a cute villain, always got my thumbs up, and that's a cat too. So you got yourselves a special bundle, $3.99 from Junko. If you were to have the Danganronpa style execution, what would it be? Feel free to ignore this if it's too dark. I'm ignoring this not because it's too dark, but because I have no experience at all with Dragon Grandpa. Like, I just don't know what, like, in that IP, an execution, I don't know how differs from a regular style execution. So I feel like I would be answering just complete nonsense. And no one wants any of that, right? Fuse, what do you think about last person who posted this channel as of time of reading? Well, let's take a look. Last person who posted as of this reading. This score is in French. Gripflyon's great. I love it when he posts something and he put a video there. I'm not gonna click it. Last time I had a funny little video with a cow doing a funny thing. The video got copyright claimed. The video I think is still there, but there's ads and stuff, and I don't want these videos to have ads. You can't do anything on the internet anymore. Trash Soul, Artificial Intelligence. How do you think Silksong is going to turn out based on trailer? Silksong looks so amazing. I don't think it's out. No, if it was out, I would have heard about it. Like 5 people in the Patapon would be playing it right now and posting spoilers all over the place. Well, like under spoiler bars, like is currently happening with Celeste. No, I'm super looking forward to Silksong. Like I am turbo looking for. Why is it so sunny outside? Like I thought I had a lamp on in the house or something, but I don't. It's just, you know, sunny. What the heck is that? Grey 9, have you played any Switch game lately? Lately, Banjo has brought me back to Brawl. Smash, not Smash. Yeah, I went back to playing Smash Brawl because Banjo's on. It's not Smash Ultimate now. No, yeah, but yeah, I've poked a bit with Banjo. Banjo's pretty fun. It's pretty good. Yeah. Devi! Has he played any Switch game periods? Well, I realized because of the parentheses, this was not meant to be a question. That's never gonna stop me. Crouton, why isn't it out on Twitter when Crouton is on Twitter? See, I get the feeling that if I click this, this is gonna get copyright something.
There he is.
It's a pretty cute calf though. Going to do that. Maybe it's going to trick the robots and give all of y'all seasickness.
Yeah.
What's that other animal there? That ain't no cow. No, there's a cute cow. Look at that friend. I want to see more about that friend. Oh, that's a
what
pig.
Have you been doing?
Welcome to Raoulcow's show for small children, where we just point out farm animals. Look at that's a bird. Look at that's a barn. Look at that's a fence. Look at that. I thought it was a raccoon for a moment, but it's just a pig again. I got confused. I did it. I've named animals using nothing but my ability to ascribe nouns to concepts. Why is it like this? I don't know anything about anything. Gotta scroll all the time like a jerk. Do you actually like eating radishes? Oh, I'm gonna start that over. Dan Schlagsall, do you actually like eating radishes? Not particularly. They're part of that vegetable section that I like to call vegetables that don't taste like much, but just enough to bother me. Sir Chasm's all, do you actually like eating? Yes, which is why I am overweight and it might become a health problem. Fuse, do you actually like? Often. I don't often click the like button on YouTube, if that's what you mean. But it happens sometimes. In my mind, you're just Max. But the first part is, I assume it's ASM. AS Magician Max. I had to struggle with your name out loud to finally understand what it is. But yeah, I'm just used to Super Max. Have you thought about going back and giving Mega Man X23 videos proper ATMM title connection names? I mean, it would probably be the right thing to do, because right now they got the animal category family names instead, right? I should, but because it's already, like, the videos are in, like, different playlists and databases everywhere, I don't like the idea of messing up with that. So I should. Like, I agree with you. Well, I don't know if you agree with that. But I feel like if you're asking, it's because you're thinking about it. And I kind of agree with that. But at the same time, I'm a big believer in leaving your traces. And a big believer in not messing around with, things which are archived. So since they already have a name, to me, I'm making probably a bigger deal than necessary, but to me it is kind of a weirdly big deal. The fact that they already got a name, I don't know, I don't know, K-Braid, how would you react if you met someone in person who recognized you from your voice? Had you asked me this several years in the past, I think I would freak out a little bit. But honestly, I feel that if it were to happen now, I think that I would embrace it? Question mark. It's hard for me to answer because it never happened. In theory, knowing what I know about myself, I think it would. I think it'd be good, but I think I would embrace it. But truthfully, I don't know for sure. Zinfandels, who you gonna call? I'm gonna say the dentist because I gotta confirm my an appointment I have later this month. The Arch or Alicia now is how many shoes? I own two. Well, I got two shoes, like a pair of shoes, and I got a pair of boots for when the winter comes. As a dude, I don't need a whole lot of footwear. Why, Marzal? What is your opinion? The most interesting philosophical question. Man, you can't just pop that on someone out of nowhere unprepared. What's the most interesting psychological question? Anything regarding purpose in our space in the universe for me is like super fascinating. But I don't know if I would be able to give you a solid like answer of this or that, which might be a bit of a cop out, but like I kind of earnestly believe that. I think maybe maybe I feel like I would need to prepare, and as you can obviously see, I don't prepare myself for these. I just go in, I read a question, and then let's go. There we are, Tenson. I don't know if this has been asked, but why fast forward? I thought it was a fun name. Like I didn't want to have Raukau as a Tumblr name. Like I wanted some amount of distancing, which is kind of silly. It's kind of silly that video games exist. No, but like because I'm currently using my Tumblr Ask box as a sort of a free-to-play version of this where I will answer questions anonymously, and everyone knows it's me, but I still wanted some degree of separation because I kind of want my comic to breathe and live outside of the popularity boost of my videos. As for fast forward, way back 1,000 billion years ago, I had a very short-lived, unknown to anyone, like sort of like one panel comic that I'm not gonna name because it's very embarrassing. But I named it over a function of a VCR. So I was thinking, hey, what other VCR functions exist? Well, obviously all of them are already taken as names on Tumblr, but like it's kind of funny because fast forward, I pronounce it fast forward without that first R, and so I thought it was a cute little weird nod to my own speech irregularities. And so every time someone asks for my Tumblr, I say, "Hey, it's fast forward," but there's a spelling mistake on purpose in it, and it's awkward for everyone. Gray 9, how are we already over 20 questions again? Y'all are excited to have me respond to things you say, and I think that's great. Like, I honestly think that it's amazing that to this day, there's still so much enthusiasm for this. Like, isn't that amazing? Like, that is amazing, and it's great, and I am always humbled. Like, you can see that there's a lot of people repeating here that want to participate, but, like, whatevs, man. It's still super rad. Susie Zald, if you could be famous for being godlike at one fighting game, past, present, which game and why? Which game pays the most? Because, like, Sonic Fox makes a living winning fighting game tournaments. But like, he plays a lot of games and, like, gets first at almost everything he attempts. There are a ton of Smash tournaments, so maybe you could make a living that way. It's kind of hard to answer. I'm sorry for answering in such a business-like answer, but I feel like if I were to suddenly be super dominating at games that I like to play, like Skullgirls or BBX Tag, I feel like I would be less interested in playing. Like, what's fun to me is the struggle. And if you don't struggle, like, what's even left, you know? The art says, in addition to Susie's question, who is your favorite character to use in said fighting game? Well, I gave a non-answer, so there you go. And Skullgirls, Miss Fortune, I think, is super fun to play. And, so there you go. Like, one of my best feeling character to play out there. Look her up. She's the icon on my Steam account. Max is back. Do you think that a battle against Ask Questions in this channel will ever end? As soon as the queue is cleared, comes Phil again. Oh, the battle will never end. Well, okay. Let me answer this another way. If the battle ever ends, I'm probably in trouble. I probably have other concerns. Fuse, if the pin filled up fast enough, would video frequency increase or would questions be lost to the void? Well, as you can see, Fuse, from back in April still, video's frequency would not increase. But, like, the questions don't get lost in the void either. Like, they're still, like, on the page here. Like, once I'm done, I'm gonna... Wow, this doesn't go further than May. Seriously? Like, once I'm done, I'm just gonna go, like, back and refill from where we stopped at, you know? Sorry. I shouldn't be drinking Pepsi while doing these. Now I got some throat bubbles that want to have fun. Pro, when you first started as an LPer, did you ever expect your fan base community to grow like this? No, never. Every time I make a video, I always get on the floor and say how much I am thankful for all of y'all to be able to make this happen, because I never would have suspected that I would get to just play video games for a part of the day and somehow be able to survive like this. And that's not just because the community grew, but it flourished with some of the most generous, incredible fans that anyone could ever ask. Like, all over the internet, you got peeps going, man, I don't read the comments because it's just people calling me Walnut all day. I don't even like Walnut. But no, like, you guys are just so weirdly positive in a way that, like, shows I don't know if I was lucky or what, but I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's just amazing that somehow my videos reached out to you guys in one way or another, and that you reciprocated, and then I'm here sitting in a chair responding to messages put in a server on Discord. Zinfandel, if you woke up one morning and you were a horse, what would you do? Panic, and then I would probably die because I'm on the second story, and I believe horses have a lot of trouble going downstairs. And, like, I wouldn't even be a pro horse. I would be amateur horse. I don't know how my legs work. What is going on? I need to go eat grass outside, but it's probably full of pollution. Sentinel, excuse me, Mr. Alcal, on the Itchy and Scratchy CD-ROM, is there a way to escape the dungeon without using the wizard key? I understand this reference, and no, there's not. Like, that's the reason why the wizard key is there, idiot. But if you send us $5.99, we'll send you the super guide. You can tell you all the answers to all the puzzles, including the mystical Easter egg where you could explore planet Saturn. Felio! As of now, a lot of popular beloved games have received randomizers that help spice up the classics. And off the top of my head, a small list would be A Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, Super Metroid, and a combo, as well as all the DS Castlevanias, Symphony of the Night, and even games that are less popular, La Mulana. Would you consider revisiting any game that you like in a randomizer capacity down the road? Man, remember when randomizers were all the rage? A few months ago? I think randomizers are rad. However, I feel like a lot of randomizers don't randomize enough. Is that weird? Does that sound like I want enemies to be jumbled up all over the place? Like, I want to go at that level of nitty gritty. Like, I've seen a Zelda 3 randomizer run, like, once. And that was rad. And then I saw a second one. I was like, yeah, okay. And then I saw a third one. I was like, you know, this is very similar to that first one. And you find out that, like, you can learn a randomizer and then it just becomes routine almost. Like, you know what to check and what order. And yeehaw, I'm a horse now. I'm gonna die trying to go down the stairs. Like, I get it, but to me, like, I don't know. Like, I feel they changed just quite not enough to fully grab my attention. But that's because I'm used to, like, full-on ROM hacks. I, like, change everything. So that might be why. Like, if you're not... If that's not what you expect, like, randomizers are fine. I'm sure of it. I mean, they are... I don't know if they still are, but there was at least a very specific moment in time where they are. And, like, they've reached so many people. There's a good reason for that. I don't know. I don't know. Would I play a Zelda 3 randomizers? Maybe. Like, I feel like it'd be fun. It's a thing I would do once. Pizza Pony, I'm supposed to be drawing R while answering these questions. Like, I would. So here's the thing. I always end up with, like, 50 questions that I want to answer, and I kind of want to go through them. When I draw, my attention gets split, and I end up kind of having an iffy time where I'm not happy with what I'm drawing, and I'm not happy with what I'm answering. If I had, like, 5 questions total, and I wouldn't feel any pressure because of lingering questions, then I could just kind of take my time at answering them. Then we would have a different situation happening. Favorite kind of M&M is a normal. Like, unless you're asking colors, in which I don't think I have, but, like, if you're going to be buying me a box of M&M, just regular, normal, good time, classic M&M. That's all I want. Who dares to try to stop it? Bomb! That's Mario and Luigi. One day, I feel like I need to re-LP the Super Mario Infinity, like, duology, because they're not on my channel anymore, right? Like, as a reference, this makes no sense, like, newer fans. Except the problem is that the level design of Mario Infinities are terrible, so it would probably be a very mediocre time for everyone, including me. It's kind of a weird catch-32 thing here. Enemies all like, can you pet the dog? And I say, ask the owner. Is infinite... That's such a non-answer I gave. I'm sorry. This is what I thought of. These are the words that came to mind. More serious question. If I made a short little game, would you play it? I'm going to answer in the cruelest way possible. Do you think your game is good? Huh? If you're confident that your game is of the quality of the games that I tend to play, there's nothing to lose by asking. Though if you can get other people to vouch for it, that would help me kind of boost up a little bit my thing. What's the word I'm looking for here? My willingness. 'Cause, see, here's my fear. I'm sure that no matter what you do, I'm probably going to enjoy it. it's the watchers that you have to worry about. Fans watching the videos will be cruel. And whatever it is I play, if it is not perfect, or if it seems like I'm having a sprinkle of a bad time, it will be torn apart. And you have to be ready for that possibility. I don't like it when that happens, but it happens. And it happens. Would you rather pet the cat? Oh man, I would always pet the cat. I would not ask the owner if I could pet the cat. I would just pet the cat, and then I would be in trouble. I don't know what's in there. Why I put their message on the thing, because clearly, well, what is up with all the questions? People are excited. Like, this was fresh after I had done one of these where I answered everything. So people are excited about a possibility of getting their things answered 6 months later. Scott, we're not quite 6 months later, so I hope y'all are not too disappointed that this is being done a month early. Fire, how many times have you yelled at the screen while watching other people LP? Have you ever wondered whether or not the Let's Plus player in question was playing literally blind, not just figuratively? So I cannot watch people play Binding of Isaac because I get stressed out by all the things we would do differently. Even if they are better than me, I still get freaked out and I have to stop. I don't know about the literally blind though. I don't think that ever came across my mind. Maybe metaphorically, but not literally. Have you ever considered LPing a game while blindfolded? I mean, not really. Like, it's a funny gimmick, but it's a funny gimmick that requires mastery of a game, and mastery of a game is not a thing I have. Would you ever consider LPing a game completely outside of your regular genres to play, for example, some random choices, Metal Gear Solid or Fire Emblem? So, after this happened, after this question was asked by Trash Soul, I did play Mario and Luigi, which I believe is like the first instance of me being more open to playing a wider breadth of game. We'll see. You guys will see what I have prepared for the next vote, because things are gonna get funky a little bit. And there is a possibility of branching out even more in terms of game genre. I will always prefer to play platformers and platform-based Metroidvanias and whatnot. I am open to other things. It's just, I mean, it's my favorite game genre. But yes, I am more and more open in playing things. Debbie asks, which one? The one on the right. Sentinel, have we gone too far? Nowhere close. What is your least favorite Super Mario World ROM hack that you've LP'd? Also, least favorite LP hack of any other game? I don't remember enough hacks of other games that I've played. I don't know if I can answer that. Least favorite Super Mario World ROM hack, though? That's hard to answer, man. S Mario was pretty rad in my memory. Like, it had some harsh parts, but no, it's not worse. I don't know what my least favorite, honestly. Like, it wouldn't be the hardest, it'd be the most boring. Remember Mario and Waluigi something, a game that wasn't finished yet? And then the author expressed surprise that I would play it? That's probably up there. Like, all the titles I gave was still life. But that's the thing, like, first of all, it was a work in progress, which means I shouldn't have played it. And it just didn't really do anything. But again, it was like a dude's first hack, work in progress. I think it was just, I don't think, like, I had a bad time. I think it was just bad time. I just think the game wasn't ready yet. These are amazing videos, but why is it not working? Yeah, could not be played. It's done. Cows enjoying their brushes does not exist anymore. All brushes have been confiscated by the great Norwal genie. As a cow, does it feel good to moo always and forever? Check that out. Moo. Cows, okay, lame's all not a question, but important nonetheless. And then cows are just big grass puppies. Is the media dead also? Yeah. Everyone's just got their dead media out there on the internet. Like, that's called littering, my friend. Don't do that, alright? I'm glad that we've got an agreement. Mayo de Mayo's like, oh, cow, what's the best way to do your hair? Man, I don't know when to answer that. Like, there's no universal answers because your hair has to match, like, the shape of your head and, like, the construction of your face. There is no universal perfect hairdoing. Sorry, Mayo. I'm going to need more data. Grey 9, what are you going to do once this question takes up the last pin? Well, there's one pin beyond it, so take that! Griff Lion, do you watch French YouTubers like Joie de Gagner? No, my internet consumption is like entirely English. I don't think there's any like particular reason for that. I think it just kind of ended up that way. I don't really have like an answer. It just is. That's just how it is. I'm just kind of scrolling up to see where we last were last. Oh, this is whoa. Yeah, like, I don't know why I just watch things in English. Actually, now that I think about it, like that is really weird. But here we are. Oh, that's pretty rad. All right, I'm trying. Okay, okay, there we go. Let's just go down the list and continue. This is gonna be a giant video. How's it going? Nix is all. Who would be a dream cast for a live action exhibit adventure? I don't know actors enough to be able to answer that. Sadly, like I don't really know actors. Jaleel White as a role of everyone. Does playing games and creating entertainment for a living ever start feeling like a job? Only if the game is real bad. Like, whenever I'm playing a game that I have fun with and it's just playing and it's fun and it's cool and it's easy to record, no, it does not feel like a job at all. Even editing, to like the editing that I do, the way I do it, I think is very fun. It's just that sometimes you're like, well, there's like, gotta get all the things in this game that I feel about. Like, then it starts to feel a bit more like work, but like, that's a feeling that doesn't last typically. But, like, if you ask different people, you will get different answers regarding that, actually. Like, some people do treat it a lot more like a job. I don't. Maybe it's bad, maybe it's not. Darkonius Mavakar, if you had a possibility to make your own indie game, what would it look like? Like, to be perfectly honest, Copy Kitty is, like, when we're kids, we have, like, that ideal game in our mind. Copy Kitty is real close to it. Like, if it had more of a level aspect to its levels, like set pieces that did things, everything else it already does. So it kind of ended up existing without me having to do anything. Yeah, why do you have a tendency of throwing held items upward when falling into a pit in Mario hacks? I don't know why I tend to do that. But it's true. But I do not have an answer. It's one of those weird reflexing things. Where did I get that reflex? I do not have an answer to offer, sadly. Okay, so Max here, back at the end of May. I noticed that recently you have been saying something like patat a lot of time in your videos. What does it mean? Do you know why you're saying lately? It's potato! Add an E for the correct spelling. P-A-T-A-T-E. It's just French for potato. No reason. It's just a word that's been slipping in. Like sometimes, you know, back in the day I would say John McCain a lot. And sometimes I would say other things. I had a period of time where for some reason my brain kept saying patat. There's no other reasons for it. And I'm scanning for questions. Talking about swearing. So sorry, I'm just kind of. Okay, there's a question. Wow, could you kiss your mother with that mouth? I'm not Wikipedia, and I do not wish to answer for Wikipedia. Sorry, BK. Ba-da-ba-ba. It's okay. He's just speaking in French. That's fine. Just says why. That's fine. Yeah. Hunting for questions. There we go. That's not a questions, but it's pretty cute. A big old picture of cow and moo. Oh, well, that's probably true. Alright, look at that. Hey, it's poem time. Already said it was beautiful. So that's probably alright. Let's check it out. Reposted by Fusion Warrior. My name is Cow, and when she sits beneath the stall with the tiny kit, I have no hands with which to pat. I use my tongue. I lick the cat. And you see, look at that. Moo Cow is giving that cat a bat. I can't read the line for the cat, though. I need to find someone for this duet. This is beautiful, though. Like, it's so dumb. But it's the best kind of dumb. I love it. This is just smile making. Let's see here. Yeah, that's a Gary Garson classic. Oh, well, let's see. Sounds like it's all. If you know you're going to cut stuff that you're doing. Start over again. If you know you're going to cut stuff that you're doing out when you're recording, do you ever say things that you never put in a video just for fun? Or do you yell or make a noise to remind your future self to cut a current part out? Not really. And the reason why is the way I know to cut stuff out is because my personal mic channel is oddly silent. I don't speak, so I know that, yeah, no, go ahead and cut this. In fact, I'll often go out of my way to, like, speak out and say, oh, hey, or something like that, as a sort of a very clear indicator of, no, cut, don't cut beyond this line. So it's like almost the opposite of what you're suggesting, a little bit. No, that wasn't me. Probably not. No, I did not. I'm not clicking this. No, I've never donated to Games Done Quick. Yeah, it was someone with a very weird, like, similar. Yeah, see, that was not me. Yeah, there's a Rao crew somewhere. Don't know who they are, but they give money to charity. They must be stopped. All right. Okay. Anti cow in Spanish. There's Nightly Couton there. You can click that. There's the URL. You can memorize that. There you go. You've seen it for long enough. Okay. From Cabre, do you think you would ever do an LP, even just a one-shot vid of Smibex 2 player? I guess my answer is it's not something I particularly am jumping at the bit to do. But, like, strictly speaking, it's not impossible. Like, it's something I could eventually decide to do. But it's not really anything I've got planned on or anything, you know? But, I mean, it could happen. I'm just weirdly, resistant to two-player things. This is because I'm used to just kind of recording at my own beat when I feel like it, when everything is fine, at the hours I want. As soon as you add a second person to this mathematical equation, things get a bit more complicated, and I like the simplicity that affords my current way of doing things, and I think that's just why, really. No, what if next play, but in your face? Alright, I hope I'm not. Okay, were you hosting? Nope. Looking for question marks. Let's see, Third Strike. Yeah, Third Strike is a wonderful game. Like, that game is super fun. Parrying is a something, was a decision, but it's super fun. Let's see here. Okay. Cars are great. Knock, knock. Who's there, cow? Come on in. It's a pretty good joke there, kid. Alright. There's another. Oh, yeah, I remember. You should click on that. It's pretty funny. I remember that. There's more crouton. And there we are. I did it. I made it. I made it. Wow, this video was giant. Have a 40-minute special of Raocow mumbling to himself. Oh my gosh. Patapon, saucepan. I'm sorry, I'm a very, very bad person regarding Patreon things. I do sincerely apologize about it. I'm just a beast of habits, and this has never been a habit, right, up to now, so I keep forgetting. But here we are. This is done. Completely caught on. Everything is popcorns.